Welcome to StudyCorgi Live podcast. For many, college is a time for exploration, trying new things, and deciding which career path to pursue. Entrepreneurship is one of the areas students often want to explore. This episode will benefit both those who have already decided to open their own business, and those still considering the idea. Our team decided to compile a thorough step-by-step guide on everything you need to know to start an enterprise while in college. First, we'll cover the risks and rewards that should be considered, and examine some practical business building skills. You'll also learn about several business ideas, where to start, and how to create a business plan. If you are still unsure whether to pursue the path of entrepreneurship, it is a good idea to weigh all the pros and cons. Starting a new venture can put people at risk of failure and often involves barriers that must be overcome. The same is true for other things, such as becoming a professional musician or an esports player. People who want to start a business have much to consider, including the time it takes to manage. Regardless of how well you organize your business, many hours must be dedicated to managing it. Big responsibility. Business owners are responsible for the macro processes within their enterprises. Success or failure is entirely in the owner's hands. They must ensure that their business has enough financial and material resources. Time constraints. Student entrepreneurs have to balance their academic and business responsibilities. Those who want to create their own enterprise should prepare to dedicate most of their waking hours to these activities. Multiple contributing factors. These include market trends, financial analytics, customer relations, etc. Business owners always need to stay in touch with the latest industry trends. High expenses. Building a business from the ground up involves many expenses, without the promise of fast earnings. Lack of certainty. The main risk with running a business is that it doesn't guarantee success. Many promising enterprises close without reaching their potential. Despite the obvious risks of starting a business as a student, there are rewards to consider. Without the possibility of rewards, people would never attempt to build their business while studying. We would have never heard of the likes of Mark Zuckerberg. Several rewards await those who start their business in college. Free resources. Students have access to free consultations from professors and fast internet connections. Some staff may be delighted to provide information on startups and entrepreneurship. College students can often get information for free. Real practice. Running a small enterprise allows students to apply what they've studied. Such individuals know what it's like to run a business from first-hand experience, instead of textbook knowledge only. Access to first customers. Fellow peers are great to bounce your ideas off. They give unfiltered opinions about the business concepts you come up with. Getting fellow college students to buy your products or services indicates that you're onto something good. First-hand mentoring. Many established entrepreneurs are keen to share their experiences. This gives students the opportunity to ask for first-hand advice. This acquired information can become invaluable for growing your own small business. A fresh set of skills. Even running a small business requires a lot of practice and the development of professional skills. Being an entrepreneur teaches you the importance of creativity, time and project management, and teamwork. Career opportunities. People who start something and fail have an advantage over those who never put in the effort. Even if your business doesn't lift off, it will give you experience in many areas. This will make you a more exciting candidate for any companies you apply for jobs with. American entrepreneur Katerina Fake once said, "The most successful entrepreneurs I know are optimistic." It's part of the job description. No one denies that positivity is an integral part of opening a business. However, it will only take you so far. To become successful, you will need to develop several essential skills. Finances. Starting and running any business requires a basic understanding of finances and finance management. Students must know how to track profits and losses and make business forecasts. These things are necessary for budget management and establishing gaps in revenue flow. Marketing. Without proper advertising, finding clients and expanding your operation will be hard. Additionally, this skill is essential for finding new talent and growing your team. Communication. Entrepreneurs must have excellent communication skills. This helps them establish relations with clients, customers, employees, and vendors. You must be clear and concise across all forms of communication. People must understand what you want from them without any misinterpretation. Delegation. Being an entrepreneur often means you can't do everything all the time. Thus, it's essential to work on your delegation skills. This requires knowing whom to delegate to and to what level. You'll need to rely on these people more as the business expands. Leadership. To run an enterprise right, a person needs strong leadership qualities. They should always support employees, and this requires a good balance of critique and motivation. Problem solving. You should be able to make decisions and solve problems under pressure. If you dream of starting your own business, you probably already have a few ideas of the direction you want to go in. Maybe you want to open up your own store or turn your hobby into a career. Regardless, we'd like to give you some more food for thought. The ideas we've gathered are based on our research of top business trends for 2025. You will find the perfect inspiration for your next venture. So, without further ado, here are the 20 best ideas for a new business. Reselling business. In today's day and age, it is important to think about sustainability. Reselling clothes or other items is a great environmentally conscious idea. Think of it as a part-time job that can become a primary business later. You can find great deals and discounts on the internet to help you get started. The key is to properly analyze the market and predict what is relevant and what customers want. Reviewer of local businesses. There are hundreds of new small businesses opening up every day, and a lot of them crave exposure. You can help them out by creating a trustworthy review site aimed at local cafes, restaurants, or hotels. Users will post their thoughts, discussions, and announcements to increase the visibility of these places. Over time, more customers will become interested in your site, and cafes or hotels will want to be featured on your site. Graphic design service. Speaking of small businesses, a lot of them want to invest in developing their brand identity. You could start a website design service for freelancers and aspiring entrepreneurs. In time, your goal might be to bring customers and artists together, depending on their needs and desires. Development service. Computer-savvy people are always in demand. You can learn how to code and get into website creation and design. Today, it's an accessible science. You can take free courses, read books, or watch videos on coding. You will be in demand because every business needs a website. Relocation service. Nowadays, rental costs are rising and people move quite often. A relocation business suits people who find packing and lugging boxes relatively easy. You can earn money by helping people move, and you'll even find clients on campus. Transcribing content service. We are becoming more and more aware of the need for accessibility. This is why transcription is an essential service. Transcribing videos doesn't require much formal training or investment. Choose from different fields, such as medicine, teaching, or law. All you need is good listening skills, knowledge of grammar, and the ability to type quickly. Meal delivery service. For a lot of people these days, stopping to enjoy a meal is a luxury. Food delivery services are in demand. You can get people's orders from local cafes or even serve your own homemade meals. Your key customers might be employees on lunch breaks or busy students around campus. Blog writing. In recent years, we've learned just how important it is to reach out to other people through the web. If you're creative, active, and like to share your ideas, you can start a blog on a popular topic. There are plenty of blog creation guides for you to follow to ensure success. Your blog can be monetized through advertisement, sponsors, and audience views. Baked goods business. Are you good at making baked goods or pastries? You could try turning your skill into a business venture and make cakes, pies, and cupcakes for your peers on campus. You'll benefit from reviews from satisfied clients and can advertise on your social networks to promote your products. Event planning service. Parties, meetings, and celebrations are a great way to make money. All you need is a solid social network and organizational skills. Try your hand at organizing events for other people and maybe you'll find your calling. Educational programs and courses. Courses are an excellent way to monetize your knowledge and share your expertise with the world. You can try your hand at anything, from language tutoring to teaching dance. You could start your course by offering a free demo, collecting feedback, and promoting it on your socials. Private tutoring. If you don't feel comfortable hosting a course for a large number of people, you could start with something smaller. Helping other students with their studies is an excellent idea if you are good at explaining concepts to others. There are plenty of tutoring resources available online to help you create engaging lessons. Subscription box service. This is a pretty exciting way to start a business. Selling subscription packages like vitamins or beauty care products is a great business idea. Use your imagination and create a secret box or include an option for clients to decide for themselves what they want to receive each month. Handmade product sales. This business plan is best suited to creative people. You could sell handmade jewelry and accessories, knit or sew, or make original ready-made items. Start by advertising on your personal social media, and later you can even create your own website. College admissions consultant. A college counselor is a person who helps students deal with financial matters, scholarships, and supporting documentation. All you need is a computer and internet connection to help students get into college or university. This role doesn't require a special certification, but you should be well trained before beginning. Pet care service. If you love animals, options such as dog walking or pet sitting will suit you. You could also try selling treats, clothes, and accessories for pets. Video reviews and unboxing content. Creating content has never been easier. You can try your hand at making videos for different online platforms. These could be product reviews, vlogs, or makeovers. Once you gain popularity, you can monetize your hobby. Catering service for events. This is a great business idea for fans of the culinary arts. You'll be able to provide quality treats for different events including weddings, fundraisers, or parties. You will need a license, a menu, and good online advertising. Bookkeeping service. You don't need a higher education to do bookkeeping, you only need to pass a course. This is a sought-after business, as every company requires financial accounting, tax collection, and necessary documentation. Depending on your workload and desire, you'll work for yourself or cooperate with companies. Personal training service. A personal training service is a great startup that requires you to love sport and exercise. Certification is essential for your credibility and will allow you to conduct workouts at the gym. You can get paid to help people reach their fitness goals. If you've weighed the pros and cons, you're sure you have all the necessary skills, and you've chosen the perfect idea, you should start making your plan. The first steps consist of market research and writing the mission and vision statements. Market research is the process of collecting and analyzing data. Usually, this includes information about competitors, target market, and industry trends. Proper research requires you to identify and understand customer needs and preferences. Also, it's vital to assess the competitive environment and identify opportunities and potential risks. Market research can take many forms, including surveys, focus groups, interviews, and online research. Data from your research can be used to develop marketing strategies, product improvements, and new business opportunities. Before you launch your startup or begin development, we advise you to answer these questions. How relevant will your business be in the local market? How many potential clients are present in your city? Is the market already oversaturated? What is overall relevance of your product or service? Where will you find your potential customer base? What is your target audience? What is unique about your products that will set you apart from your competitors? What are your competitors' weaknesses and strengths, and how can you outperform them? How will you communicate effectively and engage with your audience? What marketing strategies will you employ? Can your business make a return on investment? Market research is critical to understanding your target audience and improving business decisions. Next, we'll talk about the steps for conducting efficient market research. It will also help you gain a competitive edge. 1. Create your hypotheses. At the hypothesis stage, you must calculate the cost of your product or service and the theoretical amount your target audience is likely to be willing to pay. Your goal is to meet consumer expectations and generate revenue. When you have developed the perfect formula for pricing, you should evaluate whether your product will meet the wants and needs of your customers. This is challenging, so your work will consist of trial and error. However, without developing hypotheses, there will be no success. 2. Choose a research methodology to validate hypotheses. At this point, you need to decide how you will undertake your research. It is better to start with obtaining secondary data. You need to collect information on your competitors and compare your products and services with those on the market. After that, you can move on to primary analysis, the purpose of which is to collect data on the needs and satisfaction of consumers. You can use the results of existing surveys, questionnaires, and interviews or conduct them yourself. 3. Determine your desired consumer. It's time to choose ways to attract your future clients. Of course, the most effective, relevant, and practical way is social networks. When you run an ad, you can customize it, for example, to specify the desired location and age of the consumer. In the future, word of mouth will also help you, with your satisfied clients talking about your business to their family and friends. 4. Perform research. You need to test your brand. You can take a small sample of people and determine how positively or negatively they rate your product. For example, it's possible to include a list of your competitors and ask questions about their products and services. This approach will help identify your direct competitors and their strengths and weaknesses. 5. Gathering results and future steps. You now have all the data you need to improve your business concept and take it to the next level. You can address your shortcomings and market your products and services to your desired audience. The mission and vision statement serve different purposes and focus on different aspects of the business. However, these two elements are vital for any business, particularly a startup. A mission statement is a concise written statement that defines a company's core purpose and goals. It outlines the reason for the company's existence, its products or services, and its target audience. Such a statement helps focus efforts on a common objective and motivates your staff to work towards it. Contrary to a vision statement, a mission statement focuses on the present and near future. A vision statement is a concise, inspiring declaration that outlines a company's long-term objectives and aspirations. It describes the desired future state of the business and provides clear direction for decision-making and strategy development. In contrast to a mission statement, a vision statement focuses on the long-term future and ultimate goals of the business. Mission and vision statements are vital for your startup. With them you can understand where you are going, what you're doing today, and where it will lead. These statements are also your brand's calling card for your customers. Clients need to understand who you are and what you are about. Constructing your first business plan. A good business plan serves as the blueprint for the company's operations. It contains the goals and strategies that will be used to achieve success. This document also provides contingency plans in case things go wrong. An effective business plan increases the chances of attracting investors, getting licenses and business loans. Student entrepreneurs often use this tool to develop the company concept and evaluate their strategies. A solid business strategy involves several steps. You must 1. Develop an executive summary. This first step offers some basic facts about the business. Think of it as the pitch for investors. An executive summary includes the business's name, the market it wishes to enter, and the goods and services it will provide. You can always look for examples online to see how other companies compile this section. 2. Describe the company. Next, you should provide some specific company details. This includes the address, employees, and structure. If an enterprise is student-run, it's likely to either be a sole proprietorship or a partnership. 3. Summarize business goals. A business plan needs to articulate financial goals. Other objectives include specific engagement rates or a certain number of social media followers. It should also outline how the company will reach and satisfy its client base. 4. Describe the goods and services. The document describes the products and services a business wants to produce. Students can explain how they will respond to market demands. The section may also include trademarks, patents, and visual aids. 5. Research the market. This part of the plan explains the gap a company wants to fill in the market. You might compare the business to other industry players and outline your advantages over the competition. 6. Create a financial plan. Finally, the document should cover the financial aspect of running the company. This includes weekly, monthly, and annual spending, in addition to marketing expenses. Remember to plan for unexpected costs too. Choosing the proper legal structure is a crucial part of business development. This framework determines several things, including the paperwork you must provide, how management will be conducted, and the tax rates you'll pay. The structure also governs the legal processes that can be initiated against the company, such as lawsuits. Each legal structure has its benefits. Sole proprietorship. In this business model, a single person is responsible for all profits and debts. Early expenses involve federal and state taxes, as well as banking fees. Babysitters, tutors, freelance writers, and cleaners often run such enterprises. Sole proprietorships are one of the most accessible legal structures. They have low operation costs, with fees only consisting of taxes and license payments. Plus, they make owners eligible for certain tax deductions. Partnership. Partnerships involve 2 or more individuals. Depending on the type of partnership you set up, they can be general or limited. This is a good choice for people who want to go into business with friends, business partners, or family members. Like the previous type, a partnership requires little paperwork. But, there may be additional fees and requirements, depending on where you want to operate. Partnerships are more likely to receive business loans and enjoy special taxation. Limited liability company. This type of enterprise has a hybrid structure. It limits the personal liability of owners, partners, and shareholders. People running such businesses can't be sued personally for any damage or harm caused by the company. LLCs let owners enjoy earnings as income on personal tax returns. They are also cheap to set up, with fees ranging from $40 to $500, depending on the state. Profits or losses don't have to be divided equally. Corporation. Corporations are viewed as entities that are separate from their owners. They even have their own set of legal rights. These businesses can sue, get sued, and sell stocks and property. You can set up different types of corporations. Corporations are beneficial as their stockholders aren't personally liable for their activities. Transferring shares or their owner's death doesn't affect them. Running a corporation also makes it easier to get funding from multiple investors. Cooperative. Cooperatives are owned by the same people that serve them. Under this structure, enterprise members vote on direction and mission. All profits are shared between participants. Cooperatives enjoy increased funding through federal grants for the initial stages. These enterprises also use their size to obtain discounts for goods and services for their members. Businesses that are just starting out often rely on the savings of entrepreneurs and funds from family and friends to get things going. Luckily, there are also other methods for financing your enterprise. Personal investment. Beginner entrepreneurs often invest some of their own money. This can be done either as collateral for some of the assets or solid cash. Both approaches show bankers your solid commitment to the business. Money from family and loved ones. Enterprises may get loans from family, spouses, parents, or friends. This is considered patient capital, which is repaid once the business starts earning. Business owners should never give equity to such partners or take this relationship lightly. Venture capital. Venture capitalists are after technology-focused biotech, information technology, and communications companies. Obtaining finances from one of them usually involves sharing company ownership. These investors also want to get a substantial return on their investment. Angels. These are often retired company execs or wealthy people who want to invest in small firms. Most of the time, they are prominent individuals in their industries. Angels can provide $25,000 to $100,000 investments to lift a firm off the ground. For that, they become a part of the company's managerial team. Crowdfunding. Entrepreneurs can also raise money for a business by asking the public for funds. Crowdfunders are usually given a portion of company ownership. As a rule, it involves asking people for small sums of money. While supporters get equity, they get a different level of liquidity. Business incubators. These investors concentrate on the high-tech sector. Business incubators provide support during different stages of company development. Such organizations may even directly provide laboratories and spaces for budding enterprises. Subsidies and grants. A new business may get grants and subsidies for development, marketing, equipment, and salaries. Entrepreneurs are legally bound to use them for their stated purpose. If they fail to do so, the total sum must be repaid to the government. Loans. Most small and medium-sized businesses use loans to get off their feet. Entrepreneurs should look around for some time before deciding on the most suitable provider. After you make a plan and settle on your business financial and legal structure, it's time to register the enterprise officially. The registration details depend on the type of business, its size, and location. That's why we've decided to only cover the basics here. If you need help or have questions, please seek legal advice. Find a location. You need a business address to file taxes and get documents from the bank or government agencies. This might be a separate location or tied to your home address, which is the case for many student-run businesses. Register the business name. Second, register the name of the business. Since students mostly run single proprietorships or partnerships, many enterprises are under their own names. If you want a firm with a different name, it's important to use a DBA, doing business as, form. Sign up with the IRS. Next, it's important to register with the IRS to receive an employer identification number. This works like a social security number and is required for filing taxes. This process can be done online. Apply for local and state agencies. After the business is entered into the federal database, it should also be added to local and state agencies, such as revenue offices. Later on, you'll need to register with a state agency to file payroll taxes when the business has employees. Apply for permits and licenses. Lastly, you need to have all the right permits and licenses required for running a business. One may find these documents on the U.S. Small Business Administration website. Once you register a business, it's time to think about growing it. We will provide general advice to help beginners grow their enterprises. Create a structure. Your business needs to be organized to achieve success. A structure helps track things and complete tasks on time. Keep records. Detailed records help enterprises look at the current state of things. They also help with forecasting. Analyze the competition. Other companies often have something to teach newcomers. You may take advantage of existing practices and use them to increase sales. Evaluate risks and rewards. A business owner should always search for potential risks and the benefits of pursuing them. For example, entering a new market may be risky but bring new important clients. Stay creative. Good entrepreneurs need to constantly look for ways to get the upper hand on the competition. This is possible only by experimenting with various approaches and ideas. Another important part of growing and expanding businesses is branding and advertisements. This process allows companies to create a distinct image in the minds of customers and target audiences. Branding includes your business logo, mission statement, and visual design. A brand identity includes product quality, pricing policy, and customer service. Company websites, ads, and even color scheme are important as well. There are several things to consider. Create a brand identity. For a company to stand out, it should have a distinct look and feel. A blooming business must carefully work on its values, mission, how it treats customers, etc. This involves figuring out what you want to do and who you see as your client base. Visualize the branding. Companies should take a close look at the visual design of their brand. The initial stage involves choosing the right font, color palette, and overall style. It should reflect what the business is all about. Set yourself as an expert. An enterprise with little to no funds can brand itself with a good content strategy. For example, if you want to have a shop selling custom-made shirts, it's wise to tell people how to best take care of their clothes. This makes people more likely to remain loyal customers. Look for partners. New businesses can seek partnership opportunities with other brands to get a leg up. Establishing a link with different companies can lead new clients towards you. Be someone customers can rely on. Lastly, business owners should consider how to retain customers and their reputation. This involves putting maximum effort into customer service. Students don't have large advertising budgets. However, they should prioritize advertising to build awareness of their business. Many types of advertisements are cost-effective and get people talking. Social media. Small businesses often choose Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to find customers. These platforms have great ad settings allowing entrepreneurs to narrow their audiences. Pay-per-click. PPC ads require you to pay fees each time a user clicks on your ad. These are usually displayed in search engine results. Note that if a person visits your website without clicking the ad, you're charged nothing. Mobile. Mobile advertising is one of the most effective platforms for those seeking a younger client base. That's because most US adults under 30 shop online via mobile devices. Print. Such ads are almost non-existent in the modern age. The younger generation might not even know what newspapers look like. But, it may be a viable source of customers if you want to sell goods and services to older clients. Broadcast. Small business owners can contact local radio and TV stations. They often provide ad space for a fair price and a good communication channel with potential customers. Even a 1-minute ad during the right time of the day can get people noticing your business. Out of home. This type of advertising refers to all ads people see outside their homes. This includes transit, billboard, and sports venue ads. Students should focus on posting leaflets and other cheap ads near their place of business. Direct mail. While emails have been around for a while, it's still effective. A good cold email helps establish first contact and spark interest in your enterprise. Here are some advertising tips for a new business. Find the right audience. The first rule of an ad budget is to pinpoint the right audience. Students should make a profile of their ideal customer. It must include age group, gender, hobbies, and other factors. Advertise where you will be seen. Research the best ways for reaching your audience. For example, advertising on Instagram and Snapchat may be a good idea if you want to work with younger customers. Track what works and what doesn't. Measure the results of your ad campaigns. Digital platforms have excellent tools for this. Choose the right time. Focus on key times of year. Advertise close to holidays, events, and during seasons that are essential for your business. Check out remarketing strategies. Aspiring entrepreneurs can also check out remarketing strategies for all kinds of ads. This will let you pursue people who checked the business out but didn't convert to a sale. So this is it. We wish you the best of luck in your new business venture and hope you benefit from advice in this episode. If your friends or fellow students want to start their own businesses too, share this episode with them.